What's up everybody, Mr. Media 82 and KeenGamer here with another Let's Play video. And in today's Let's Play video, we're going to be taking a look at Xenoraid, a vertical scrolling shooter developed by 10 Ton Studio, due out later on this year. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Now before we get started, I'm going to show you a thing or two. I'm going to go ahead and skip this story here. Now there, obviously you have your start mission, your fighter bay, and your tech lab. Your tech lab allows you to purchase additional and assistive items. For example, the escape pod will allow you to be reimbursed according to your pilot rank. So I believe it'll allow you to either repurchase. I haven't tried it out yet, and I don't think I'm going to, but I would try Blaze and Glory, which just basically when your ship goes down, it's going to create a massive explosion. So let's go ahead and try that. I haven't really bought any of these things. That was the first time right there. Now this game reminds me of other shooters in its class, whether it's horizontal or vertical. Games like R-Type, games like Ikaruga, Galaga, things like that. I'd have to say my favorite game is Ikaruga, but Xenoraid has pretty much catapulted itself into a tie, and that's due to its simplicity, and you'll see what I mean when we start playing. Now, you have a team of 4 ships. You can alternate them as you play the stages, and you'll see how I do that in a second. And you can even change the order. I like keeping it uniform like this, as you see here. Now, there are upgrades for the ships that make them stronger. So we're going to go ahead and not purchase anything for now, because I want to make sure I have enough to upgrade all of my ship. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a sore throat there. We're going to start the first mission. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the entire stage or world, but we will play enough so that you guys get a gist of everything that goes on in Xenoraid. But let me know what you guys think about the video in the comment section down below. And for a full preview of what I think of Xenoraid, you can look me up at KeenGamer.com using the handle CallRocco or Mr. Media 82. Now you'll notice that in the initial stages it seems pretty easy, and that's by design because the developers want you to get a feel for the game. But in the later levels you'll notice that the bullets aren't as hectic as with some other games in its class, and that's a good thing. But with the simplicity comes the idea that you're safe, and as you can see here, my first ship is almost dead. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch our ship instead of waiting for this one to be destroyed. So let's go ahead and press the A button, which will allow me to switch to one of the other ships, and you'll notice that he has a different gun. So you want to make sure that you keep each ship with different weapons. This way you can utilize them for different situations. I tend to use this shotgun ship a lot because it has a spread. So if you're hitting one ship, you're hitting another, and then you can just go back and finish off the job. Alrighty. So now each ship is tied to a different button. If I press the X key, I'm back to a similar ship. You notice there isn't too much variety there, but when you unlock other ships, you're able to tinker with how you want everything to be. And I'm going to show you exactly how that is right now. But first, we're going to utilize the fighter bay. Let's go ahead and skip this. Now the fighter bay, as you know, allows you to upgrade, but it also allows you to repair your ship. So you'll see right there, my ship is now repaired. I'm ready to go. But I hate to do this. We are going to sell this ship off. Excuse me. And we're going to buy a new craft. And I'm going to show you guys the ships that I unlocked already. I only have the second world unlocked. And we're going to go ahead and get this ship. And let's go ahead and sell one more so I can show you guys the other ships. Alright, now this ship is a bit of a tank. A little slower than the others, but the weapons are strong. So I recommend it, you know, as like a second option or third option, but never a first option. Just because it can get you into a lot of trouble. So let's go ahead and upgrade the gun mount for my first ship. Let's go ahead into the mission now. Really like this type of variety. We're going to switch to the new ship so you can see. So this ship obviously is the tank one. It's a little slower. That's not that much of a big deal. And he has one heck of a grenade. The reason why I don't like the ship too much, aside from it moving too slow, is that when you're firing at the enemy ships, you miss more. Either that or I'm a noob. Totally missed that grenade. Alright, so you've noticed that the ships do vary in attack patterns. I actually did not notice this at first, but the main weapon on this ship actually creates residual damage. I did not know that. Let's go ahead and check out the other ship. Flamethrower. I think it's the best weapon in the game so far. All you have to do is tap the button and you hurt the enemies real quick. Now, I forgot to mention that the way you utilize the grenade is by pressing the left trigger on your Xbox One controller. And to utilize the main weapon, you press the right trigger. Now, I want to point out right away that Xenoraid does support the keyboard and the Steam controller. It does have full controller support. So, I personally like the Xbox One controller because it's more comfortable with the hands. But everybody has their own preference. I did try with the keyboard. It wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be. But when you play with an Xbox controller, whether it's 360 or Xbox One, you kind of can't go back. Whereas some other systems are a little less comfortable. Let's go ahead and get rid of these ships. We're going to switch the ship so I don't get that ship destroyed. Because when you destroy the ships, when the ships get destroyed, excuse me, you have to repurchase them. And it's not fun when you're trying to maintain momentum. I really like this game. I tried to record it earlier, and I don't know what was up with my settings. You heard all the guns and all the sounds, but you didn't see any video. You just saw my desktop. So if you guys know what happened there, let me know in the comment section down below. But right now, we seem to be full steam ahead. Everything is good. I don't know exactly what happened, but I was able to fix it. So we're going to try and get through this whole world, but I really doubt we'll be able to. But I'm going to do my best. So let's go ahead and repair these ships. Alright, so we have enough to upgrade. I'm going to do the transfer chamber upgrade. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the cannon caliber upgrade. Things are looking good. Let's move on to the next mission. Now the graphics, I don't know if I said this earlier, got the memory of a fish sometimes, but they're very simple. and they don't really need to be, because a game like this generally doesn't rely on its graphical presentation, although it is nice to have. You know, what's being presented right now is definitely crisp and clean and colorful, and I like that a lot. Now you'll notice that there are meteors that are blue and yellow. The blue ones, when you destroy them, give you credits that you can use to repair your ship or purchase upgrades and things like that. And the yellow ones are they're just bombs, so it's best to avoid them. And I'll show you why right now. Creates a large explosion. It does hurt the enemy ships, but it also hurts you. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. What I like about, I don't know if this game was upgraded or patched in the recent days or hours that I actually finished my review, but I noticed that there's a little more meteors being thrown in my direction, and I think that's a good thing. Then again, I wasn't really paying attention to my computer and what was being upgraded at the time, so I probably missed an update or something. Not too big of a deal, but I do like to know why there are differences. Finally, I get a decent strike with my grenades there. Just gonna go ahead and repair those ships. You'll notice that one of my ships was promoted. Let's see what that was all about. Yep, we're lieutenants, so we got 2 lieutenants. That's fantastic. Okay, upgrade these ships. Okay, so now I have a chance to fully upgrade this guy. So let's go elongated cartridge. Basically what that allows is for it says right there, larger cartridges allow for more darts in each blast of the flechette launcher, increasing its effectiveness by a huge margin. Or for those that want to read exactly what's on the description, clear margin. Let's go ahead and start the next mission. Go ahead and see what that new upgrade was all about. So, yep, definitely more distance. We're gonna see if we can stay down here, similar to like Galaga. Yep, definitely a lot, but it still overheats. Really liking this game, guys. If those of you have tried this game or are testing it out, please feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You know what? I just noticed something. If you press the left trigger and the right trigger together, it seems like you have a different attack. Let me try it with a different ship to make sure that that just wasn't me being experimental. Yep. It was me being experimentative. I apologize, guys. It looked like we had a stronger attack on our hands. But that's not the case. Let's go ahead and get this mission over with. Now, if you do like what you see here, please feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. And for a full preview on Xenoraid, please check out KeenGamer.com and look up the handle Call Rocco or Mr. Media 82. And for all your gaming needs, keep it locked in at KeenGamer.com. We're going to go ahead and finish this mission, and that'll be it. Switch ships. Let's take these guys out already. Seems like we're taking a lot of damage. Not really playing the way I should be. Let's switch ships so I don't get that destroyed. Alright, that mission is over. That is pretty much Xenoraid in a nutshell. There really isn't anything too different as opposed to what's going to be presented later on. At least I think. I think what's here right now should be released now because it's such a good game. I think it's very good to see a studio like 10 Tons actually put out a game that kind of calls back to the shooters of like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis type of era. Really good stuff. So that's Xenoraid in a nutshell. For all your gaming needs, keep it locked in at KeenGamer.com. Till next time.